too young to succeed and have fun. Being old and dumb, smart I thought, how they could fool a heart. The sun moves so light in the dark. Kept quiet, but I was up hearing them talk. Lying though, could walk right, but chose not to. Like if how to help keep something inside of from dying. Selfish living, but I was too childish and didn't notice. If did only for moments, I was still growing, so it had some effect. It's like a mirror, what you do when you're child. It reflects some things you just gotta accept. So many years I regret letting my fears hold me back. As I move forward from that, I learned a good woman deserves respect. Once a man with cheating while your family hungry, you eating, spending your check. Now your ass a mess, it's time to clean up your shit for real. When it done bad for your health, harming yourself. And I wish I could help, but can't. I'm still trying to heal myself. It's sad, I gotta call you my dad, but this go out to every man, not just you. Do the best you can to protect your woman and provide for your fam too. Do the best you can. Know you're just a man. Try to do the best I can. I'm just a man.
Nothing to worry about.
You are now tuned in to the freshest, the dopest, the one and only www.diggindelly.com. This is the Way Radio broadcasting live. Broadcasting live right here out of HOTBOX Studios, Northeast Los Angeles. And as always, we got special guests live in studio, and today is no exception. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. We had the opening track, but do yourselves a pleasure and introduce who we got in studio today.
What up, y'all? We the Indigenous Cats. My name's Complex.
Yo, what's up, people? My name's Zena. Yeah. Make underground music together. That's my partner right there.
Nice. So for those that don't know, talk about the first track we just heard right now.
It's called A Child's Eye, featuring Ina on the vocals. Just something personal I wrote up a while back, and I normally don't put out some stuff like that, but it really hit hard and ended up being one of my favorite tracks. So just wanted to put that message out there for somebody that needed to hear it. Definitely.
Nice. So let's break it down. Who are the Indigenous Cats?
Ooh.
And you can get as deep as you guys want. As deep as you want.
Indigenous Cats. We're a couple. We're a duo. Been at it for like 4 or 5 years.
Nice.
Definitely just like to keep it cool with the community. Definitely like to keep it cool with the community. Definitely learners and just observation. We've grown a lot, and a lot more to come. We've been meeting a lot of people, and we're just excited. I'm not sure Ina's perspective.
I mean, we're just we try to keep peace with people, with music. It brings that harmonious aspect to our lives. So this is something that we feel passionately about, making music and expressing ourselves in a creative way together. So it's pretty I don't know, it's pretty sacred, it's pretty cool. It's a good feeling.
Before you guys became the Indigenous Cats, were you guys solo artists?
I was as Complex. I was just performing. I used to be a freestyler heavy.
Nice.
Definitely. Ina, when she came in, we became a partner. We became partners first, and then we started making music. And she definitely helped me organize, and she's a monster. So it's been a growing process for them. And as far as Ina.
Yeah, I sang. I've been singing, my whole life, but I was never trained, nothing like that. And then we got together in a studio, and then he was pretty cool, so we started being friends, So he kind of like brought that out, or he gave me that environment to bring that out. And man, I remember being in high school, because we went to the same high school.
What high school was that?
It was in Valencia. So,
okay.
Yeah. So so
you guys are Valley Cats.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
That's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, definitely grew up in the Valley for sure. Like
nice.
And like North Hollywood, and then bouncing back. So It was good.
Nice.
No, but he used to the way I like officially met him is I used to he used to give mushrooms to me. So I
That
feel
was
like
the connect.
That was the connect, man. And his mushrooms were really pure and beautiful, and I don't know. He just always had this really cool, pure, humble energy about him. And then 4 years later, we started. We just reconnected, and man, I remember listening to some tracks before on SoundCloud before like we even really hung out, and
Damn,
I was
the
just like,
oldies.
dang, these freestyles are monstrous. Like,
Yeah.
and I had no idea, we'd be here 5 years later, but here we are. So
Nice. How
Word.
did for the music wise? What did you bring differently to what Complex was doing? Or
Ooh.
how did you guys merge it together? What was the breakdown of how it went?
I definitely had like just bars, I was always about bars at a younger phase of my life, but Ina obviously sang, so it was just a click. It was like, oh, you got vocals, and then slowly she started spitting too, and then she already spit, but she started really spitting, and in like this many years, you can grow that much if you apply the time. Sometimes not really the years, it's more of the time you put into something.
Yeah.
And I want to say in the last 4 years, she's probably spit like 8 years worth of bars. Like, she's a monster now. She's like at a level that it's crazy. So now, she'll write something and I'm like, oh, let me go write something. Let me go touch up my bars. You know what I mean? So it's in a friendly way, in a loving way too. Like, so it keeps us at a certain tier, and
For sure,
and we
for
enjoy
sure.
it at the same time. Definitely Indigenous Cats too. Like, our name, Indigenous Cats, we're definitely for indigenous roots. We like
Nice.
in a universal way too. We're not stuck on any type of mindset. It's just what the truth is. The truth.
Nice. I was gonna ask you how you guys came up with the name Indigenous Cats.
Yeah. So you can tell them that too.
Well, when I first met him, we both had like that connection, and he was been going to ceremony for a long time before I met him, and then he invited me, and we just grew as a couple going to ceremony, and in a healing way,
Yeah.
and he would always wear this hat that said Indigenous, and then one day he was like, yo, I want to make a group with Indigenous, and then it was like the first name, Indigenous Cats, that came out of our mouths, and ever since then we were like, yo, this is a feeling like no other. It was like, sometimes when you think of names, you try to find that perfect name, but this one just came out like, it just came out.
Yeah, when she said, I was like, man, my bad, but like, I was like, Indigenous Cats. I was like, Indigenous Cats. I was like, I feel like I heard of that group.
Yeah, and then the next
like,
week we had a performance or something. He was performing, I was just
Word.
singing, and then he was like, yo, with the Indigenous Cats.
I
And
put
I
in
was
the
like,
rap,
what?
yeah.
No way.
It
That
smacked,
sounded
it
fire.
smacked. Yeah, so that was Indigenous Cats for us. It was more. It's nowhere too. You look up Indigenous Cats. Indigenous Cats came up like tigers and like lions and
Yeah.
stuff. And we were like, yo, this is dope.
That is dope.
You know what I mean?
It's kind of cool because sometimes when shit comes out spontaneous and it works, it's almost like the universe wanted it to happen.
Word.
So I think that's pretty dope that it happened. You looked it up.
Yeah.
No artist came up with it. You guys ran with it. That's pretty dope. And then it all stemmed from a hat.
Yeah.
All from a hat, man.
Yeah.
That's what's
Indigenous. Indigenous hat I used to wear. I remember that. Indigenous Cats. Who would have thought, man? It's dope though. It reminded me of typical cats for a minute, you know? That's
Yeah.
why I
For
felt-
You know, I ain't gonna lie. I kept
Yeah.
saying when I was there, oh yeah, for the interview we're gonna have typical cats. And my cousin's like, no, you mean indigenous? I'm like, oh shit, my bad. Yeah, indigenous. I'm like, fuck. Yeah.
Hey, mad
It did.
respect to typical cats too though. That's legendary right there. Legendary.
When you guys together, how many albums do you guys have together as Indigenous Cats?
We got one.
One
It's a
album?
mixtape.
It's like an EP album.
It's a mixtape with really dope beats that like MF Doom.
Nice.
There's
Jedi Mind Tricks.
Jedi Mind Tricks, J Electronica.
Yeah, some cool
Nas.
beats. Yeah, not
So-
just beats that we really like. We want to just put something out with our flavor, and then we.
But that's only on YouTube and SoundCloud because obviously, it's other people's rights. So yeah, it's just a mixtape, and for the past 3 years, we've been working on our individual. Well, we've been pushing our individual projects, and we finally completed it. And so now it's like all of our energy is going to this Indigenous Cats project, and I think we took our time Because in the past, you know, like life happens, of course.
Yes.
A lot of things happen, but also we're really picky on what we put out.
We're definitely hard on ourselves, man.
Especially complex, but no, I mean we're it's a good thing, you know. We want to be like this is us, you know. We want it to represent us in its full capacity. So but it's on its way. It's gonna be dropping 2023. So
Nice.
man, it's gonna be a great feeling.
So let me ask you guys this: for your individual albums, what do you guys do differently as far as how you make your individual music come out?
Definitely, when it's both of us, Indigenous Cats, it's a whole vibe because we throw both our ideas, then we chop both of our ideas, and we pick at each other's ideas, and then we come up with these new concepts that we kind of evolve each other. When it's just us by ourselves, at least for me, I just go with my favorite beats. I find a beat that I like, I just put bars on it, add a flavor, hit it up, record it, and then I think, I'm not too sure what Ina's process, but definitely when Indigenous Cats is together in the room, it's a whole different vibe. Like
it's that, but then me, I tend to go to like a deeper, like emotional singing, soulful type of vibe. Well, that's what at least I did with the Ina project.
Okay.
So Indigenous Cats, it's like combining that raw hip hop with that like that soul, that voice. You know, like the hieroglyphics. They always threw in that dope hook, girl, man.
Yeah,
it just like
a melody to the
it
the
just
music. Yeah.
it just touches your heart, and so
Word.
But it's different when we're individual. Like if you hear back on the projects, it's different from if you have seen us live. If you've seen us live, then it's like a whole different vibe. So
yeah, so definitely on this new project, we're trying to capture that same energy that we have live, because a lot of people are like, they see us live and they're like, who are you guys, you know what I mean? And then
they look up our music and they're
and
like,
it's
wait,
cool.
this is
cool
a little
music.
different.
It's a little different. I didn't see that energy, so we're trying to match that energy on this project, and then that's why we're taking our time with it, but we're definitely promising something that, you know, it's gonna be special for sure.
Well, you definitely said that, you know, you put out something, then Ina gives her point of view, and then you guys elevate it, and then you guys keep going back and forth. So definitely the perfection's there. So you guys, I mean, perfection takes time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when there's two of you guys and you're an MC, Ina's more of the musical background. You know, not a lot of cats can blend it perfectly, you know? So the fact that you guys are doing it, you know, I'm looking forward to hearing that the new album coming out.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
Thank
curious
you,
to see
man.
how you guys blend it together. And,
Much love.
and how it
Thank
happens,
you.
you know? It's was it good things take a while?
Yeah, blessings.
saying?
That means a lot to hear that, because it has took a while. For sure.
Who were your guys' influences that got you involved in this culture?
Ooh.
Man, I feel like mine was just, sorry, I didn't mean to
Nah.
cut you off, but I mean, I started listening to Erykah Badu from like a young age, so she really has taught me a lot about my own voice and singing, and she's definitely a big influence on my path for sure. Do you wanna go?
I remember I used to listen to like just everything when I was younger, and then my cousin, he got like a whole crate of nothing but underground, got me into like Wu-Tang, Atmosphere.
Nice.
For sure,
Atmosphere got a lot of things. That beat, man, remember when I first heard it, Gangstar. So I grew up off that. My cousin was very like selective, and he was like, oh, that's whack. Oh, nah, yeah, that's whack. That's corny, bro. And he was a tagger too, so he was like all swagged out.
Yeah.
We're young, we're like big eyes looking at us. So he definitely, my cousin definitely shout out to him, because Gangstar, Doom, Nas, Atmosphere, just Wu-Tang, just I could go down and down for a minute on that list.
You know, it's funny because when you have older siblings, they have such a big influence on your music. I remember just living in the house with my older sister, and she would play J Dilla and you know, Atmosphere as well. And I was young. I was like 10 years old, 8 years old, but like the sounds she would bump in her room were just so like this is dope, you know, or this is cool. In my mind, I probably was thinking, this is cool, you know, because I'm all young. But
the inner Ina was like,
but that inner Ina was being pulled to that. But for sure, Jay Dilla, man, I feel like that was the first producer that really stuck at a young age. Atmosphere. It was my first lyricist that I heard. I heard the song Yesterday for the first time, and that shit like hit a deep part inside. I love hip hop where it's like storytelling. Atmosphere did it so nice, for sure.
word.
Yeah, Tribe Called Quest, man.
Nice,
The Far Side.
So let me ask you this, Complex, as a battle MC, what was the process for you to go from being a battle MC to actually composing a song? How did you get that? How did that come about?
You know what? It was kind of tough because not necessarily I was definitely not a battle MC, but I was just a freestyler. Like I would freestyle so much that I would hop on stage and forget my rhymes. You know what I mean? Because I used to just get too faded or drinking something. And I used to just go out there and spaz, and I'd forget my rhymes, and I ended up freestyling like my whole 15-minute set.
Yeah.
So some of the homies, they were like, "Yo, that was nasty. You just ended up spazzing for 15 minutes." So when I would go on the mic, they'd be like, "Yo, we got Complex, one of the best freestyles in the valley." And I'd be like, "Nah, I'm not trying to freestyle." And then that's why when I got Indigenous Cats came about, like I was like, "Yo, these songs, I gotta be more professional and neat." And then Ina was the thing about Ina, she's so clean. Like anybody that has worked with Ina, like in the studio or anytime her voice is on the mic singing, it's like one take. You know what I mean? It's like, damn. You know what I mean? So
nice.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I worked for a minute. I mean, obviously at the crib it's something else, like or at the stew, but you know, your vocals singing wise, it's like that. So you gotta kind of clean up and have a set, and then it's just been a process till now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still learning. I'm still like, gotta practice my words and my verse off the beat, so it stays in my mind, and still working on that daily for sure.
Word up. Talking about the Ina project, we're gonna get into another track right here. Keep Moving. Talk about that track real quick.
Man, this track, Soul Snacks produced it. He's a good friend of ours.
Shout out to Soul Snacks.
Yeah, Soul Snacks. Shout out to Soul Snacks. And I just remember we were there and he was making the beat. And I don't know, these words came out, and then I was thinking of my grandmother, so just, and yeah, so that's like the basis of it. So, yeah.
Stories, I've seen a few things, but nothing could compare to of that feeling kept alive, lives beautiful it seems. From my ears and mine, the elders breaking it down, singing native linguistic, cunning natural richness, so ambitious for the youth, young out of the womb. Work to make a difference, not inspired by the religious indifference. Brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, children of the stores of loving within us. My energy's a cosmic source, rested upon these bones, and created from this dirt, the surf. Self-worth, it hurts to see so much displacement in what we choose to see. From love or greed, either trees or weeds, water with fake plants, don't bear no greens. Are we supposed to feed our babies or rescue those in cages? Innocent fate, fraudulent, negligent, making me so petulant. Money making off the natives, it's the infamous system, degrading melanin of the sentiment, compartmentalizing, dishonoring 4,000-year-old mud. Each particle turning to stone. Now a voice for the ancestral unknown. Conductivity as we sit and pray to these stones. Echoes of my mother's mother's mother. I'm just a child born from down under the living essence. Penetration is my sound, rooted, I'm wrapped around, inevitable, indigenous, living with these sacred grounds, a vessel I step foot in. Don't want no box when my spirit leaves this realm. Let the vultures eat the flesh and suck the meat off my bones, and give the earth back her child so she can return home. Filled with death is for the fool, but I'm the righteous one. I choose to walk alone, even if I'm killed by the hands of my oppressors. My innocence is real, so my light will shine forever.
You are now tuned in to the freshest, the dopest, the one and only www.diggindaily.com. This is The Way Radio, broadcasting live from Northeast Los Angeles, live from HOTBOX Studios. As always, special guest in the house, Indigenous Cats.
What up, what up?
Yo, yo, yo.
That was a really dope track we just heard.
Yo, thank you.
That was like a beautiful blend of hip hop, soul, blues,
Poetry, right?
Yeah, it was like really dope. That was really dope.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Bars too.
How did that process come for you? When you're in the, because that's like a blending of so many different styles. How does that come about?
It took time writing that record, so it was a blend of different poems I wrote, bars I wrote, you know, and it took me time because I feel like I didn't want to come off too much or too little, you know. So, but yeah, I had like a lot of sadness when my grandmother went into a nursing home, and you know, there's so little things that you could do when you're a granddaughter. So yeah, that's where it kind of stems from, and just being like emotional towards, you know, the situation. So yeah, that's where it stemmed from. So I really do like that record.
What is it? The natural element of music, you know, lyricism, so much emotion you could actually get out of you that you don't want people to see, but they could hear it.
Yeah. And there's a good balance, you know. I hopefully I didn't go too much, you know. But hey.
That's dope.
Yeah. Much love.
Nice. And then for you, Complex, when you're in the studio, what are some of the key themes that you wanna include when you're making your music? What are like the go-tos that you have to have when you're in there?
Man, for me it's like I'm definitely like now like just an idea builder when I'm in a stew. Like I kind of for some reason it's just a freestyle. Sure. It's just like life for me. Like I'll be in there and I'll be like, oh, Ina, yo, you can sing this right here. This little harmony should be like.
He's the melody man.
That was Method Man called Melody Man, you know.
That's what's up.
Definitely the melody.
MC Melody Man.
Yeah.
Nah, but I'll be like, yo, Ina, can you hit this? And then like if I hear someone's voice, I'm like, yo, this right here, like in the beginning, like if you were to put a little flute, you know what I mean, and you come in with a little poem. I'm like, lately I've been naturally growing into that way, but
nice. For
me, definitely, I just try to come with the bars. I definitely like to come with. I'm trying to find a good balance of. I don't know the right word right now, but like not righteous, but just truth. Also add some wisdom. Yeah. You know, for the gente, for the kids, for something that'll last. Not just whatever. Like my album, for example, it just wanted to have some fun. Some stuff is like that.
No, but you have some parts where you hit hard.
Yeah, and then I also don't want to be too stale. Like I don't want to be like, oh, do it like this. Nah, I just want to blend it in a raw hip hop fashion. So that's where I'm at right now as an artist. I'm like, yo, I want to spit some wisdom, but I also want to implement bars and make it sound raw on a beat with flavor. It's a whole thing, you know. Yeah. But that's where I'm at right now, and I think. You know, it's a daily process of just growing with it. And I'm definitely, you know, I'm in no rush. You know what I mean? I'm in no rush as long as I'm chipping at it daily. we're gonna get there. You know what I mean?
Was it a timeless album? If you want it to be timeless, you got to incorporate everything that you're saying. I mean, think about, Nas's first album. You know what I'm saying? Timeless.
For sure,
Timeless,
man.
bro. You
And
know
then
what I
if
mean?
you listen to some of the music that's being played on the radio right now, or even maybe just in general, there's a lot of artists that only have songs that because, that one song was like, oh yeah, but it still doesn't get played.
Yep.
But, I get it. You want to have something that can play and maintain itself over the years.
Yo, that Nas album was one of my favorites, man. I still bump that joint. Just timeless, man. Just perfect. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. We
Yeah.
just bumped that project
Yeah, it's one of
actually
my
a couple
go-tos.
weeks ago.
Let's just bump that album right now. We're on the road trip.
So when you guys do perform a lot, what are you guys performing? You guys doing tracks off of your individual albums? You guys doing some of the mixtape?
So right now we're doing he's doing some songs off his project, but if you see us live, you get a little glimpse of the Indigenous Cats project, that's for sure.
Oh, word.
Like 90% of the songs are on that project. So
Yeah, I think that's why people are like, oh, where can I get that song? I'm like, oh, we don't got it yet, but it's in the works, So like, we're definitely we're staying busy, but definitely you hear a little quarter of that album on there. You know what I mean?
Nice,
For sure.
nice. And then who are some of the producers you guys are fucking with right now?
Man, I got so many homie producers. Definitely Soul Snacks, the homie Flacco, because they're on the beat. I see homie Zapata, man. You know what I mean? Oh, man.
got our homegirl V from Neighborhood Kids.
Neighborhood Kids. Man, if I don't mention a name, please don't be mad, because I got so many dope producer homies. I'm trying to think of all the homies right now, man. But
Solarius, man. Solarius has produced major songs on this project.
Nice.
We have done a mic session with 86 Inca.
Nice.
That song is called Deprogrammed, which is produced by Solarius. So
Nice.
man, he's a beast. Shout out to my brother-in-law for just cooking up and believing in us. And,
yeah, man, he like an engineer scientist, bro. So clean with the beats, and just he'd be like, oh, let me craft something for y'all, and then he sent us some beats lately, and we're like, whew.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, can't forget Solarius, man.
Nah, I was glad you remember that. That's top. That's one of the top of the list homies right there right now.
That's what's up.
But
Well, he's in our family, so
family
it
too.
works like that.
you feel the love, the trust. You know what I mean? The trust in the process too. So we appreciate that too, for
Nice.
sure.
Nice. And then as far as like, are you guys having any special guest features on your albums or on the album?
We are, so.
Nice. Can you guys divulge that information, or is that still got to be kept under wraps?
I say we'll keep it on the wraps for now.
I like how
but-
she like put the hand over the mic and that's what's up. That's what's up. I get it.
You know what though? The reason is because they're all set. They're all set in their places. It just hasn't really sparked up yet. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we wanna let that happen, because we don't want to say something and not yet have it officially. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but there's definitely gonna be some OGs on the project.
Nice.
We picked some specific dudes that we've always wanted to
and
work
women.
with. And women, yeah, for sure. Or you know what? You can share one for sure, the women one, because that's already been
You
performed. It's the track called what's it called for
you know
now?
what? We gotta shout out Acosta the Man for producing.
Acosta
this,
the Man.
This,
Acosta the Man and the producer, man.
Yeah,
Nice.
this dope song that
DJ Root too, man. I gotta say,
DJ Root.
DJ
Oh,
Root.
you guys are like saying all these people, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, now I want to I
Oh,
want to hear the album.
Yeah. But Acosta the Man, they got a joint that she performs. It's called Fly Away for now. It might be switched up, but her and Verde, man, from the Neighborhood Kids.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm talking about woman empowerment bars, the truth. When I heard the track, I was like, oh my goodness, it's gonna be that's a hit.
Yeah.
And it's already like there, you know what I mean? But that's gonna be a hit, and that's gonna be on the album too.
Nice.
For sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I know you guys said it's gonna be 2023, hopefully summer. You think that's gonna
It's
be
gonna be
achievable?
like more the end of the summer for
Okay.
sure. Yeah, for
We're
sure.
cooking though. We're cooking. Like, definitely. You know what I mean? We're cooking. We're at the crib right now. We got some new equipment. We're like, yo, let's pump these out, because you know how life is, man. But sometimes you gotta live life to write what you want to write. You know, because
That's
sometimes
true
you
right
don't
there.
you don't want to just copy styles. You want it to be 100% authentic.
Yes,
Your
sir.
vibe. So you got you got so much story, but also you also gotta live some life. To get some wisdom, experience.
I like that. I like that you said that.
You know.
And that's
For
very
sure.
true. The best music comes from real experiences. It's easy to make up a story and be something, but
Yeah.
the most heartfelt comes from like real true life experience.
Word.
That's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope.
Yeah. I
That's
appreciate
dope.
it.
That's
love.
really dope. I'm glad you said that. Not a lot of artists say that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's dope that you
It's
you
funny,
look at
man.
it that way.
Yeah, some people be like, "Yo, who do you bump, Calm?" And I'm like, "Dude, to be honest,
Dude, he bumps no one.
I
He'll
bump-
just
I just-
bump beats.
I just
and I'm
play
like,
instrumentals, man." I'm like, unless the homie's like, "Yo, I just dropped a project," I'll be like, "Oh, cool, let me peep a song," you know, like if it's a homie or something or someone like that. But usually, I'm just like bumping instrumentals, bro. I'm just like freestyling, just I don't know. It's something of it keeps me authentic. Just might be weird, but at the same time, you know, that's
So how many instrumentals do you got to go through before you find the instrumental that you guys are going to use on the track?
Man, it's some. I don't. It's a. You know, it
Good
takes.
question.
Sometimes when we listen to production, it could hit us months later or years later. Sometimes it hits you right in that moment. We've been better at sourcing out our friends for production, people we know, instead of just finding beats. Although I have nothing against that. You know, sometimes you just want something a little more catered to you, and someone on YouTube could have that vibe for you. So
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that, man. But
Yeah, we're definitely moving towards like just having homies, homies or producers that we know, that we want to just have them just work with their projects. Of course, it's a little hard because especially as you like me, I like freestyling, so I'll play beats on YouTube all day and be like, "Yo, this is the vibe. I want this, I
Yeah.
want that." But for indigenous cats, we're definitely like we're trying to be real picky on the beats and everything.
it's like
so
80% is produced
my homies. By people we know,
Nice.
That's just the way we're gonna try to do it like that. But sometimes there's a beat that you just have to buy because it's just like I'll sing a hook or something, or she'll sing a hook, and we're just like, we gotta put that on the project. Like that
Yeah.
has such a message. Like we're doing a track that we had to buy a beat to just to kind of spoil a little bit, but it's about like people that have passed, but she sang this hook on it, and I wrote like this verse, and it was just like, man, that's gotta go on the project.
remember I spit that verse too.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
your verse?
her verse is crazy, like a scientist MC, female MC spit. I was like, what the hell is that? Like,
I don't like how you guys keep talking about this album, and you guys are like,
we're gonna hype
lead
it up.
I like you guys are selling it great, guys. You guys
Thank
are
you.
selling the album great.
Thank you, man.
We're not even trying to say. We're excited about it. To
You
be
guys are all
honest.
talking about it. I'm like, damn, I mean, that sounds dope.
Let
but
us
I
know if
wanna hear
we're
the
like
album.
talking about it too much. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Nah, we excited about it. It's gonna be dope.
dope.
Like we've been cooking it for a while, and then hopefully the time and pickiness that we put into it, shows itself to the people. You know what I mean? To the
Nice,
hands.
nice. And then you guys got merch too, right?
Oh yeah.
Talk about the merch. Whose ideas go where when it comes to the merch? Who has the final say?
I'll be honest. Ina's
No,
definitely like the.
Okay. He always has the final say about the merch, but I design it. So he actually designed our recent design. Man, I wish I had a sticker for y'all to see, but
Yeah.
that's all right. But
It's like this. It's the tag. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
the one to tag. I did that one, and then we were gonna do it raw, but she kind of cleaned it up, and it looks crazy. And then shout out to the homie Fable did the screen printing for us. Dude, the homie got down. Mad
Nice.
professional. Homie Fable.
yeah, Frito Express,
Frito
hit him
Express.
up. You know.
Hit that homie up. Very
super
professional. OG, gente, price, everything beautiful, man. But definitely some merch. Ina, I want to say she's definitely the more of the creator design. She draws,
nice.
really dope. She tags really dope too. And then she definitely handles the whole Instagram and all that. I'm definitely, I want to say I'm like the inspector at the end. I'm like the inspector deck, but it's a good thing. That's how I am because I don't know what it is about me. I think of my cousin. I'm gonna blame my cousin once again, man. My cousin was always like, nah, it's whack. Nah, it's whack. You gotta be on point. You know what I mean? And he was OG,
That's
so I think
funny.
so. I'm like, nah. And Ina be like, what? And I'm like, nah. And like sometimes.
Why you gotta make the woman do all the work for it, dog?
No,
That's
no,
fucked
it's
up,
half
bro.
and half.
I'm just
Nah.
playing.
No. So he works his ass off though in other ways.
Yeah, no, and for real, like.
And then he gives me the space to create. So that
That's
I'm
what's up.
like,
There
I'm
it is.
like,
There it is.
I'm content with
All
that.
And
All right, that sounds
Yeah.
more equal.
Now we
I like that.
we definitely try to
Sure.
keep it equal. Like we definitely try to be like, and we're also a duo and
Yeah.
a couple and then like
And also business partners. No.
everything. Nah,
So let me ask you guys this, because you guys are a duo and you guys are in a relationship together. Is it easy or is it hard to not let your emotions get in the way when you guys are creating?
Nah, I think it makes us create better, to be honest, because we
too.
could be
Yeah, nice.
100% authentically rude or nice with each other. You know what I mean? Like, nah, it's whack, and she's like, what? Or she'd be like, nah, and I'd be like, what? I just spent 40. Like, now we're on this verse. She's like, nah, and I'm like, damn. But it's good though, because we could be that with ourselves. Of course, like we've had people come up and be like, oh, yo, you guys so lucky to have this. I'm like, yo, we're lucky, but at the same time, like we are lucky. But it's work, you know what I mean? Like this is a partner. 5 years we've been mad respectful, loyal to each other, and then we plan on doing that. And it does root from spiritual path as well. We definitely try to keep it authentic in life because it shows. The love shows, and then it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. We definitely have
For sure. I
crafted
think,
each other. You know.
The first couple years, it was it was a little difficult, trying to find that equilibrium between both of our who we are as a being and if it could work. And so but coming at each other with communication and listening to each other, I think that's really has helped for sure.
Yeah, and it's been difficult in a beautiful way though. Definitely never like, oh, it's never been like that. It's but it's like you got to go through some kind of fire to make something beautiful, for sure. For sure. Like we definitely had to go through some like disagreements and like nah, that's not cool. Let's go this way, that way with each other until we finally like and it's become what it is now. And I hope people can see that, because now, for example, when we're in a stew together, it's like having 4 people. It's just us 2 because we just mix like that. You know what I mean?
That's dope. That's dope, especially too. With, I mean, you have, especially aside from the fact other groups, if there's 2 MCs, them trying to find like who they are as a group with artists, especially if it's homies and they're trying to make music. At the end of the day, they leave. They go there after the studio session's done. They're going their separate ways. Yeah. But then you guys got to go home and you guys got to still mash it out and work it out. Yeah. So I can see where the difficulty will come in, but the fact that you guys found your pocket, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I feel like music has always been has always brought our relationship a lot of peace. Word. So with music, like peace, music is healing for us, I think. So
that's dope.
I'll be honest, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to have a partner with music too, because again, it's a lot of work. So anybody listening out there's like, you gotta also it's work, because it's a relationship. You gotta be authentic and loyal to that, but also it's a blessing.
Flexible.
Hey, I got a show. We got a show. It's like it's never like oh, I don't want to go. Like nah, we're going together. We're performing together.
Or like you feel like maybe if you go, you're gonna offend your partner, because you know what I mean. So it's nice.
It's been that's been a blessing. We just we always like got the same movement towards that direction, which is cool.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that's
been
dope.
A blessing.
We're gonna play another track off the Abstract album. Humildad. Talk about that real quick.
It's called Humildad. That one's it's kind of a random track that I did. Like I said, this one's, but it has a cool message. I put some Spanish in it. I like the vibe. It's definitely abstract. I called it abstract because it's an abstract album. Like I just wrote whatever came out. You know what I mean?
Word.
Any bars, my flavor, and it's abstract. It's abstract. It got some wisdom in there. A little strict, but at the end, it's like it's just whatever you feel about it. Whatever you feel about it's cool, but definitely an abstract for sure.
Yeah. Too much corrupt shit, man. Let me get out this section. Let me vent, yo. What's out? Come on, man. Alright, cool. I appreciate you, man. Bless, yeah. Please believe you're like the smartest little thing in this galactic scheme. Universal dream, so microscopic. The average human eye couldn't see. But yeah, you're yapping like you know everything. We be putting too much value in the things we think. Yo, we much more than a simple memorized information. The reason taught us to compete, to beat another, to be the number one. Yo, but nothing new and that to shine. When 2 minds working together, the potential for progression is better. And other we agree or not, don't matter to me. It's just facts, it's like fat hanging off your sides. Something you just can't hide, even with the biggest of sweaters. I never let them listen and never lie. Been diseases until the day that we die. But why shouldn't this planet thrive? With all the technological advances, essentialized intellectual mind don't have it been deceived. Try to take more than we need, chopping trees, then forget to plant some seeds. Some stuff in themselves cause they love to eat, while others struggle to get enough food and got families to feed. Why so many malnourished kids, while some flourishing and got an inch of fat to protect their ribs. And some say it's overmass of population, others say it's the government of the dark evil powers and the system they created. But love it or hate it, we've all been involved in supporting the scams. And I be damned to point my finger, blame another man. Time to do what we can. Gotta look around, be the help we wish the world always had. And lots already be doing their part. It would be smart to lend them a hand.
Porque si no haces nada,
Relajando acostada, nalgas aplastadas y las piernas todas rosadas, con el cuerpo arrastrando terminarás. Porque ese sistema no le importa nada, solo te usan para hacer dinero, joven trabajando, pero malos a los viejos los prefieren muertos en la caja cara, o pagando por las cenizas quemados con el fuego, cobrando un gran dinero. Gobierno ratero, prefiero ser un hombre sincero. Y aunque yo no creo en el infierno ni en el cielo, a la gente con humildad yo le tengo un gran respeto. Yo aprovecho estar vivo cada momento que respiro. Yeah, keep it all the mentality, not about the salary, actually about the spirituality. Gotta look inside, really like to organize my mind, cause I ain't tryna be just paying some bills, but focus on the thrill and live my life in a better enticing way. Cause I don't wanna be stuck to my habits and on my craves every day, tryna get a little better, whatever the weather is. All beautiful with everybody, let's keep a mutuality between everybody and keep the unity, cause honestly that's a beautiful way to thrive and be alive in this world. Blessings to the madre tierra, el cielo, el sol, tuna, el mezcli, the moon, everybody, all the elements and every resident, and my mama. You know what I mean? God bless the mama.
You are tuned in to the freshest, the dopest, the one and only www.digandday.com. This is The Way Radio, broadcasting live from HOTBOX Studios, Northeast Los Angeles. Indigenous cats in the building.
Yo, yo, yo.
Dropping tracks off of the Abstract album and the
The Ina Project.
Inca Project. I was going to say Inca. Good thing. Thank you. Thank
the
you.
Inca
it's all
Project.
See, I caught myself.
Sounds hard too.
I caught myself. Dope track.
Hey, shout out to 86 Inca too, since you say that, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's our peoples right there.
No doubt. Is it easy for you to flow in English and Spanish? I know some cats say it's easy, some cats say it's hard.
I love it, man. I love it. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm fluent in Spanish too, so like, I love it. You know.
Do you ever listen to cats spitting in Spanish and be like, you're not saying that right, or that doesn't make sense?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. You know what? Music for me, yo, like I really like lately. I haven't always been like this, but lately I'm like, yo, whatever you make is cool. Like I'm like, if you like it, that's fire. I might not bump it, or I might not love it or hate it, but to me, it's like, yo, music is like whatever you make, cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got no judgment on like that's whack or this that, cause. You know, at the end of the day, I'm just like, yo, you make music, cool. You know what I mean? If you're crazy, I'm like, oh, let me hear that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so you know, that's just how I feel though. That's my perspective. You know,
No doubt.
Much
No
love
doubt.
to everybody.
No doubt. What can we expect from you guys, 5 years, 6 years from now, 10 years from now?
Damn, that's a loaded question right there.
That's what we do right here at diganddaily.com.
That
We
is-
ask the hardest questions.
That is a loaded question, man. Definitely we want to be out and touring. Worldwide.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely want to be,
Building a home with the studio,
Nice.
Having a business that can support us in our ventures, whether it's clothing, natural medicines, so
music. Yo, definitely trying to build. We try like, self-sufficient lifestyle, doing what you want to do from your heart, not having to work for a corporation, a 9 to 5. Definitely trying to cut out the system. So
For sure.
For sure, you're gonna see Indigenous Cats out the system, no matter what it is.
For sure. For sure.
For sure.
How many albums can we expect from you guys? I know we're working on one right now, but how many more can we expect from you guys?
Like 5,000. I'm just kidding.
Nice.
I don't know. I'm gonna say 13, just
Word.
because
13.
in
Let's do
in the
it.
lifespan of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
13 fire ones, but I think we definitely want to have a lot of features. Yo, after this album, we're definitely gonna reach out to a lot of our people that we've been meaning to work with. A lot of our homies that we met in the scene. The hip hop scene, man, underground scene has been amazing. Hip hop right now, to me, is flourishing in such a beautiful way. Like just being in the scene, it's such a family. Like you go out to festivals, you're like, yo, what's up, Indigenous Cats? We're like, what's up? It'll be nice to see you again.
Yeah.
You know, taking pictures, signing stuff, like supporting each other. Such a community, and I'm excited for that.
Word. What about, I know you guys said for your music, you're available on all platforms, and you also have hard copies?
We do. We have some CDs, so of our personal projects. We're on Spotify with our individual EPs, projects. We're also on YouTube, all streaming platforms. So
Yeah, we got indigenouscats.com.
Nice.
The merch isn't 200% updated yet. For merch, you could definitely hit us up.
just hit us up on Instagram. You can hit us up at Indigenous Cats. It's just as it is. Send us a DM. We plan to have photos posted on the website very shortly, though. So
Nice.
Yeah, and to all
But-
our peoples, yeah.
that for now, it won't be like our place to buy.
Yeah,
Well,
just in
yeah,
person.
yeah.
We'll be out in shows, and then people that just hit us up, and all our people that mess with us, we mad got love for you. Like everybody that shoots us, even like, yo, that was
Yeah.
dope. We mad appreciate you guys. It means more than. Sometimes that means more than buying a shirt, just
Yeah.
Sure,
everything,
for
man.
sure,
So
yeah.
just appreciate y'all.
That's what's up. Any shout outs before we close out this interview?
Man, shout out to Digging Daily for sure, man. This is
no doubt. Thank
this
you,
spot.
guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Man.
And shout out to Big Herc the Terrible for
Yeah, Big Herc.
connecting us and planting the seed, and now we're here. So
Yeah, a lot of shout outs throughout the way, man. But we got too many. Honestly, all our people that know.
should we do it?
Shit,
Should we name them?
I can't even
Name
think
them.
of it.
Name them. Name who you can. Name who you can.
All right, let's do it.
Bragging
Okay,
rights,
so
bragging
shout out to
86 Inca.
Beardo,
Mescal.
Mescal,
Mescal.
and just for putting us
East of
on
the river.
when we were just coming up. These people really gave us a platform. There's also
Thought Fest, I want to say 60 East for sure.
Soul Snacks,
Underground Hip Hop Blog.
Underground Hip Hop Blog, man. They are like the uncles to us. Much love to them.
Mali Nali Superfoods. Zero.
Zero and Jenny,
Mm-hmm.
man, they're OGs and they're helping us on our path too, for sure. Make sure to tune in on LA Native Podcast live on Wednesdays, man. That just it refreshes you. It helps you see clearer. It's just the podcast with Zero, and he has so much wisdom.
Yeah, Zero be spitting, man, in such a universal way too. Like definitely for gente or anybody, just hop on there. Some of the stuff he says, you just gotta hear. Sometimes it's like, oh,
That's right.
For
nice,
sure.
man.
The Dope Spot Studios for always mixing and mastering our music, man.
Dope Spot Studios, the homie Lyrically Twisted, man. That's the homie right there.
My sister Desi and Solarius, her partner, they're the tech wizards behind the scene of Indigenous Cats. So
Yeah, definitely. It's like calling, like, you need someone to call, you need some help. Those are the peoples right there, man.
yeah, so
Word
Yeah.
up.
We got a lot of other peoples I know in my head. That's why I didn't want to do this, because I'm like, yo, there's a lot of.
But you know what though? You got some out there, so that way some people feel like you didn't forget them. So that's dope.
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure, man. Much love. Thanks for making us do that.
No doubt, no doubt. Before we close out this interview, I do want to say, let them know one more time all the socials, where they can get the music, how they can cop music off of you, how they can get the apparel. Just let them know one more time, so that way they can definitely get it when they need to get it.
Indigenous Cats on everything. I know Indigenous is kind of weird to spell at first, but you'll get used to it. It took me like a year, you know what I mean? But you can look it up. But Indigenous Cats on .com, Spotify, everything, YouTube, Instagram. Instagram's a big link for us right now.
Word.
That's definitely where you can find everything. We have everything right there. Merch, you could definitely just hit us up. For
Come
close,
to a show,
come to the show, just support, say what's up. Definitely, if you see us at the show, just come say what's up. Like, we're all cool. Like, just come say what's up, whatever you feel. And then Yeah, that's just Indigenous cats, man. And then again, just come up to us, man. It's all love. Like I hope I put that energy out there too. You know what I mean? Like yo, Kamenina, I'm gonna go say what's up. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Dope, yeah.
Before we close out, I do want to say I wish you guys nothing but success in the future. I hope you guys get those 13 albums done. I hope you guys get the album done by the end of summer so we could be bumping it, because you definitely sold me on it. I do want to hear it. I definitely want to check it out.
Much love. Yeah.
Make sure you guys check them out on Instagram at Indigenous Cats. Really cool people. They will respond. They will talk to you. They will message you back. They will let you know what's up. When you have artists that talk to you and are willing to communicate with you like that, make sure you support them. This is an independent movement. Let's keep this movement going. You always have to support dope music. You always have to support dope artists. Make sure you support the Indigenous Cats. This is
Much
The Way
love.
Radio, broadcasting live from Northeast Los Angeles, live from HOTBOX Studios. Before we get into this last song and close out, talk about it, Working Class.
Working Class, it's a short little song, but you know, I hope it hits, and I hope it, you know, gets you out of a state if you're depressed or if you're, you know, in the same patterns, and just to look beyond that. So yeah, produced by Soul Snacks, and blessings to Diggin' Daily for having us, yo.
No doubt. You have just tuned in to another dope episode. We are the freshest. We are the dopest. We are the only. DigginDaily.com, live from HOTBOX Studios.
Material makes a bit the whole. While you live to hope, forget to build and grow. Visions you sow in exchange you stole. Your pocket full, but your natural spinal flow. Block can't go, so you're stressed, cognitively needing to rest. Cause you spent your time oppressed, making money, now you're obsessed by the image that you possess. What a mess, what a mess, what a mess. The time we're giving is something that you cannot control. The rights to wisdom is something that we cannot unfold. Material makes a bit the whole. While you live to hope, forget to build and grow. Visions you sold in exchange you stole. Your pocket full, but your natural spinal flow. Block can't go, so you're stressed, cognitively needing to rest. Cause you spent your time oppressed, making money, now you're obsessed by the image that you possess. What a mess, what a mess, what a mess.